Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some Galactic Civilizations 3. We're now on patch version 1.03. Last time I played this game, I was on patch version 1.01, and then I did a patch for 1.02, and I didn't get to use a lot of the updates because they didn't really apply. And then I didn't even get to start a campaign on 1.02 until 1.03 came out. So, here we go. The country, or the civilization that I want to play as this time is the Thalan Contingency. And the reason for that is because I really like their tech tree. It's just, I like it a lot, and want to give it a shot. We're going to use the default races because I do feel like they're a little bit more balanced than some of the custom races that you can make. So as the Thalans, we will get free research at the start. We will know where everyone else's homeworld is. We get a manufacturing bonus on every planet. We are less fertile. We are really good at making ships. We are jamming. I don't know what that does, but we have jamming, strategic repair. We're not very likable, and we are organized. Alright, so it's pretty cool. Let's do it. We will play on a huge galaxy. No, not tiny. Huge galaxies. Good. They've apparently updated the spirals, so let's give that a shot. We'll play with pretty much default settings there. All victory conditions is fine. Galaxy difficulty we'll leave on tough. Yeah, why not? Let's put suicidal. Why not? Game pacing normal, research rate normal, regular, occasional, etc. Now remember, add random opponents. That's new as well. I like that. So if we do this, and we say add random opponents, I wonder, is it gonna pull from the existing available opponents, or is it gonna? Because there's exactly 7 available. It must be. So I bet if we did this. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, that's good. So we'll do, how about we do 5? We'll make a 6-player game. I don't know. Maybe we should just play with all of them. Nah, let's do 5. So a nice green interface now, because with the Thalans. I do like that. I like how they depending on which civilization you play as, you get a different type of, the entire game looks different. So, alright, so what do we got? We start off with the same stuff you always start off with. We've got our shipyard, we've got our TCS skies, or sorry, TCSIs, I can read. We have very low movement, only 2 movement. Logistics is cheap, sensor range 3. We'll do some manual exploration to start with. We only have, as the Thalans, you only have 1 planet in your primary system, and in this patch, it just got upgraded to a class 16 from class 15. So this planet is massive. There's lots of stuff on here. Apparently we have a ship range bonus. We also have gross income bonus. That's alright. I like this area. This area is really good for building as well. Bonus to wealth. Bonus to military. Let's see, do we have the, no, we do not have the type of stuff that gives bonus to military. We just have regular basic factories, kind of like the Terrans. But, what's really cool, let's go check this out. What's really cool about this race is that when you go into the tech tree, and also we have free research, so we're going to have to decide what we want to do. You get hives. This is specialized. Increases the overall production of your world's total manufacturing +4. So that's really, really good. That's like having 4 population. And it's practically free, and it only costs 30 manufacturing to build. So it's really good. It's like, remember the Durantium refinery? That thing used to provide +4. I think it got nerfed down to +2. We'll have to go check. But we're going to want to choose hives to start with, I think. And then hive specialization, we can do additional adjacency bonuses, or, look at this, lowers the manufacturing cost of all improvements. All improvements. It's just crazy. Or all maintenance, or all adjacency bonuses. I'm going to go with productive hives, I think, because while I like adjacency bonuses, this one is confusing to me on the interface. I don't really feel like the game does a good job of telling you why you're getting adjacency bonuses, and all this is going to do is just make me frustrated because I won't be able to tell where it's coming from. But productive hives I can understand, even though, again, the game's not going to tell me why things cost less than they are supposed to, but I'll just have to remember that I have manufacturing costs -20. So everything that costs 30 is now going to cost 24, which makes it really cheap to get that initial hive up and running. So from there, we're not going to we have tons of space to build, so we don't need the upgraded factories. We're going to probably not need, well, the Colonial Hospital would be nice, because that would help us to offset our growth penalty. On the other hand, if we could get a little bit of interstellar travel, so we could move faster, that'd be a great way to start off. Gravitronics, increase capacity on our ships. This is also specialized for our race. Gravitonic specialization. Lower the mass of something. Drives, support, shields, defenses, or weapons. Cool. Well, I think that we're going to want to do interstellar travel. Sure. Oh, wow, that's as far as we can get. Normally, I'm used to being able to get like 5 researches done. But, oh well. I'm happy with the decision. I'm happy with what we got. So the very first thing we want to build, first off, Durantium Refinery. Yeah, see, it got nerfed. Cost Durantium, and it only gives total manufacturing +2. And look at that, the adjacency level's down to +2. It used to be +3. So our hive is like super, super strong now in relation. Because it, I mean, look at it. It's crazy. It gets all kinds of bonuses. Plus it gives bonuses to anything. Anything you put next to it. So I think we're going to want to put the hive like right in the center here. It's going to not take really advantage of this thing. But I don't really care. I want as many adjacency bonuses to the hive as possible. Yeah, we'll build it here. And see how it still says manufacturing costs 30. That's one of my... I complained about that on the forums. I wish they would change stuff a little bit faster. I feel like the developer does a good job, but they don't seem to like make changes quickly. But we can prove that it works by, like, for instance, if we go down to, say, 12 manufacturing per turn, it should show it'll take, well, not now, of course, because the interface doesn't update right away. 4 turns. Why 4 turns? Oh, right, because we've got military production. So now it'll update and say 2. Or the other way to tell is that if you hover over it and you ask to buy it out, it's 240 credits, and they changed it in patch 1.02, so there's 10 credits per manufacturing. So you can see that that 20% discount does work, even though this tooltip doesn't get updated. Minor complaint. So clearly we're going to be buying stuff out in the beginning, though. So let's focus on pure research for now, and we will do really no manufacturing at all. Turn off auto upgrade. We will buy out the hive. We will go to our shipyard and decide what we want to make next. Now, I've got some other ships in here. I don't remember the naming. 2 construction point Mark 1. That must be what that is. It is just a big hull with stuff on it. Let's go to the designer. User ships. Yeah, it's just a very simple double constructor. We'll keep that guy around. That's one of my other complaints that I made on the forums about it when I was doing the patch. Like, it's like my mini adjustments complaint, you know? Like, I just wish that ships that you design would auto-increment their name properly, and that you could make one-off ships where it would only use the ship one time and not save it permanently in the database, because the database just gets so flooded. And this interface is not very good, and there's not enough ways to sort your ships. Anyway, I'm gonna stop complaining. We're on like episode number 1. I'm already complaining. Let's see, which direction do we want to go? Well, we didn't even finish interstellar travel, which is rather unfortunate. But I don't think 11 turns is correct either. Yeah, 2 turns. That sounds a little bit more accurate. Well, with 3 moves, I'm just trying to decide, like, which direction should we go. This is apparently the spiral. I guess you can kind of see a spiral there. It's kind of a loose spiral. We've got that much range. There's bound to be another ship or another planet. Let's see. Which direction do you think we should go? I'm going to go towards these 2. I feel like there's a very good chance there's another colonizable planet in there. But before we do that, let's grab a little bit of population off the capital, because it is at the cap. So we will dock and then leave. Take an extra couple people. And then we'll head out. Only took 1 move, really, to do that. So that means that if you're going to go that way, you should probably go north. North! Talking about cardinal directions in space. Now let's see. Can we upgrade our eyes? There might be a way to upgrade this ship. They changed in 1.03 the sensor mass of sensors or something. Not exactly certain what they did. So this starts with a hyperdrive. We haven't actually unlocked any other components, have we? I don't think so. Wish the escape button worked on every screen, but it doesn't. Let's go with core, eyes, use design. Yeah, we just have the hyperdrive, navigational sensors. Nothing we can add to it. Alright, cool. Well, sorry about taking forever. It's been a few days. It's been actually like a week and a half since I played this game because I was playing another game. Went to the Hearts of Iron 4 beta event. Alright, so that's our 3 whole moves. We found some space junk. Let's go check it out. I like that we've got... Wow, look at all this Durantium nearby. Cool. We're going to be able to do a lot with that. So probably going to want to make Constructor... Ah, shoot, I forgot to end up building a ship. Damn it. Well, we could employ a little trick that I think is still in the game. We could go to the Designer. We could go to New Design. And we could make Constructor. Equipment. None. Save. And we'll call this the... Cargo Hull. Mark 1. Probably Mark forever. And so the thing is that if we buy out the Cargo Hull Mark 1, it only costs 420 credits because we're spending 42 manufacturing. And then when we do the upgrade, it's cheaper than if we were to buy out the entirety of the thing. So, anyway, plenty of overall production here. That's another one of my minor complaints. I really feel like the base research number should be shown. Like, why is it that number? But it is what it is. So we'll do some. Let's see. The primary world. This is Thala Prime. We need to make this a productive planet. So I think we'll go with factories, and we'll buy them out basically until we run out of money. We're gonna just buy everything out every turn. Next. First anomaly. A little bit of treasury. And we have 4 moves now. Nice. Ship graveyard. Ship graveyards are far more common, apparently. Some thulium. No colonizable planet there. Alright. Interstellar travel is complete. So, do we want to do some more moves? Do we want to get some more capacity? Want to do warfare? Let's go back to this screen. It's a little bit easier to kind of filter what's actually available. No, we don't need any of these two. Interstellar specialization, gravitronics. The thing is that there's this weird, you know, I've talked about it before. There's a mechanic in the game where every time you do research, the actual research of everything else goes up in cost. So if you try to fill out all of the basics, it's actually more expensive than if you rush straight to the big ones, which to me is a weird mechanic. Like, why in the hell would, like, the very first tier 1 research be really, really expensive? Because you did a bunch of other research. But, alright. Diplomacy bonus. Hey, we could offset our penalty. Or, just get some... Well, let's continue going for, like, exploration. In general, I like the moves. Alright, we got our cargo hull. Just an empty ship. So if we upgrade you now to the 2 CP, notice how it's 419. So we spent 420 to build the hull. 419 will be 840. So what the total cost would be. Whereas if we just buy out at 2 CP, the buyout price is 960. So we spent 840 instead of 960. Saves 120 credits at the cost of 1 turn. Is that cheating? Probably. I don't know. I posted it on the forums that's in there. There's like an exploit available, but people don't seem to do anything about it. Cargo Hull Mark 1. We'll build another one. We'll just do like 2 of these things for now. And we will upgrade you to the 2 CP. So in 1 turn we'll have our double constructor. And we'll capture some of this Durantium. See what we can do with it. Seems like a good idea to me. Alright, we got both ships here. We want the other cargo hull. We'll upgrade you. And you, let's see. Ideally, we want to be able to do some pretty good, like, mining-based type stuff around here. But it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we could actually probably... So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, from like right here, We could get both those strands. I think we'll go for a base up here to capture these two, and a base down here to capture these two. And then we can still maybe fit in a base around the actual core planet. I feel like the very first upgrade to the planet is probably going to be well worth it. Maybe we should just build it right here. We'll do it next turn. I'm deliberating perhaps a bit too much on this topic, but... we'll try it, yeah. I think pirates actually got nerfed. There's only 2 ships now. So, let's see how the battle looks. Okay, apparently lifting the fog. You get that event before you actually win the fight, so that's nice. It seems like we're winning. As we should. Like, I wonder, I think if with only 2 ships, we should win by a lot more. Damage inflicted, damage received. Final HP 40. Yeah, well, it used to barely survive, now it seems to survive pretty well. So that's good. So increased sensor range will help out. Would, oh wait, there's a toxic world, damn. It's a toxic paradise. What? How do you get a toxic... Oh, hey, there we go. Class 6? Aw. That's no good. Alright, well, next turn. If only that had been a regular Class 13. That would have been pretty spiffy. So do we just take the Class 6 and move on? Or do we search for another planet? Look at all this Durantium, it's freaking everywhere. We'll have you go here, and then, yeah, I want to have you guys start heading in the other direction. Just have you hop into this thing, and then hop out on the other side. If I build a base down here, and I build a base over here, I can build a base in the middle, still capture Thala. Alright, we're going to build a base here. And then we're going to have you move down to get the Durantium. We'll make this into an economic ring. Get our total manufacturing up. That'll help out on Thala. I keep forgetting to buy stuff out, don't I? Damn it. It's a tendency I have. When I do this rushed research early buyouts plan, it doesn't work as well. Resistance got nerfed heavily in this patch. Or in the prior patch. It's okay though, these things are cheap. Alright, well, we're just going to do it. We're going to take the damn little research planet. And we're just going to immediately call it a research planet. First colony! Whee! Alright, cool. Leftover robots. So long as they're subservient, there's no harm in taking defensive measures to thin out the robots around the colony. Let's just make sure to feel a little guilty about it. Maybe set up a museum. 20% research, 20% manufacturing versus 20% research, 20% influence. So the question is, do we want to be benevolent or pragmatic? I can't recall what I did last time. I think we played as the Terrans. I think we went benevolent, didn't we? Yes, let's not just kill all the robots, let's make it a sport. Let's make this planet the galaxy's premier destination for trophy robot hunting. I don't know. I like the idea of getting an extra research bonus too much. I'm going to go with pragmatic. I don't know if I went pragmatic last time, but that's what we're going to do this time. Rare stones. Bonus to wealth. Got a bonus to approval. We've also got Xanthium deposit, which gives us bonus hit points and adjacency for military. So every planet's going to want a hive. It's centrally located with as many adjacent tiles as available as possible. And because the hive is so good at producing production, we're going to just buy it out pretty much every time. We're going to swing you to pure research as well, with no military manufacturing. Turn off auto upgrade. And actually, you know what I want to do is probably change the default right now to pure social. And we get our first ideology. This interface is a lot more clear. You can actually tell what you have selected right now. So, negotiator, no one declare war, trade licenses and a free thing, 3 free constructors. Well, I feel like the 3... This definitely gives you the biggest initial advantage. That's so much construction value. Coordinated. All mining resource yields increased by 2. Wow. It's tempting. I'm going to go for the constructors. Short-term gain. Now that doesn't really... I mean, it's colored, but it still could be more clear. So, okay, so from there we just picked up 3 of the TCS Formulator Mark IV, apparently. Which has Hyperdrive Plus interstellar sensors. It only has 1 construction point. And we could do the cheese thing where we upgrade you from... We just use your hull and upgrade you to a 2CP Mark I. Gives up movement speed for 57 to get an extra construction point, which I feel like is probably worth it. Let's just add you guys to a fleet, and then we'll grab the fleet. Oh, I can't upgrade them all at once, huh? We could be making colony ships with these as well, but... Alright, so we've got our first thing. We're going to go and make lots of star bases. We're going to want that Durantium and that Thulium. It's just such an excessive amount of oh shoot, you know what I should have done? Should have moved them first. They had 4 moves, and now that I've told them to upgrade, I don't think I can move them. Shoot! I've made a lot of mistakes so far. Oh well. It happens, you know? That's just what happens when you don't play the game for a while. Arrow keys still don't move units or move you between planets, which is annoying. Alright, so Thala. Let's go back to our shipyard. And I guess we should probably buy out another cargo hull, right? How much money do we have? We have a pretty good amount. Yeah, we're going to want more of this stuff. Alright, next turn. New research. Hyperdrive specialization is done. Go straight for the ion drive. And actually, yeah, you know what? Why not? Lots of movement early on seems like a pretty good investment. Found another bit of space junk. With all this thulium and stuff nearby, I feel like it's probably going to be a good idea to... God, look at all this Durantium. It's just nuts, the amount of Durantium. Alright, so somewhere like over here. And... assuming we build this base to capture those 2. I should be able to build a star base around here. We're just gonna risk it. And at the same time, we should be able to fit one more, like, right there. There should be like a slight saturation hue or something when hovering over selector. It should show like a slight coloration of the tiles that you cannot build a constructor in, like build a base in. That would be really, really handy. Instead of having to click between them and like try to remember in your mind's eye, like, okay, that tile right there. Got it. That tile right there. Like, you know, like you should just be able to see, like, okay, I've got a constructor selected, so it's going to slightly colorize all the ones, just slightly, that I can't build one in, and I can just click right on the edge. Be really convenient. Alright, cool. Well, I'm going to take a break here. I do look forward to seeing you in the next video. I know it's been a kind of a slow start, but people wanted me to play some more of this game again, and I do too, so it's just, you know, we're going to play the game again. So, alright, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you again in the next video. See you soon.